Ivanov. I hope I didn't butcher that name, but this is a book that is highly coveted by different circles. Because it has the black icons. It has the history of black people in places like Russia and Italy, in places all over Europe. This book can range from $1,300 to $3,000, so it's not an easy book to get. I actually borrowed this book from a friend, you know. But this book has a lot of interesting depictions in it. A lot of them pertaining to the Bible. Like right here, this is the Transfiguration of Christ, and you see it's black people in caves, I believe. What it looks like. It's black people in the whole picture, but this is knowledge that escapes black people here in America. It's definitely something that we would never see or never hear about in the educational system. Now, I'm pretty sure there's people that are black history college students majoring in black history or world history, and they never seen nothing like this before. At least not from the standpoint of Europe, you know. This is the crucifixion of Christ.
The Hatfields and McCoys, two of the Smoky Mountain's most notorious families.
And in it we see angels, black angels. The people surrounding him are black. It's very interesting because the images that we see are contrary to what we have known our whole lives, or what we have been taught our whole lives. You know, like I'll say it again, like these type of images of antiquity escape black people here in America, and I can say all people, for in general, just people in general don't know. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Caucasian people and people of all nationalities that don't know the extent that black people covered the earth. And in many cases, like here, like what you see, we're in rulership positions. Like this looks like a king This is George the Dragon Slayer right here.
Most of the icons at the museum here, and the ones that we've been discussing so far, are very old, part of the ancient tradition of Russian iconography. Anyone who knows anything about icons will immediately recognize this image as the Trinity, or otherwise known as the Hospitality of Abraham of Andrei Rublev. This is not the original. The original is in
I came here about 17 years ago. I knew it was a big high school market. I love working for the Indy Star because
Moscow in Russia, of course, but this is a wonderful replica that was commissioned by the museum to hang here in Clinton. What we're looking at is three angels who visited, three strangers visited Abraham, and he showed them great hospitality, and they are seen as representing the three persons of the Trinity. And in this representation, we see Christ in the center. This band on his arm shows that he is a priest. And something to note, that even though faintly reproduced here, because this is as they appear in the original, which is in Moscow, we have the tree and the mountain bowing down to their creator. And this reflects the hierarchy. And also, if we look at the two figures, they're each looking at God the Father, because Andrei Rublev was a Russian, and we believe that the Spirit and the Son both proceed from the Father. Now, if I just show you another replica, we have here an icon, or a replica of an icon by another very famous iconographer. The Rublev dates from 1411, the original. This is by a Russian iconographer about 100 years later, called Dionysius. And the thing to notice about this, and once again the original is in Moscow, is the stylization is very distinctive, and it's based upon line with very little modelling, and it's almost as if he's just coloured in an outline, and that's very distinctive of the style of Dionysius. This is Christ in Majesty, one of the traditional images in the iconographic tradition. This particular one was painted in the 16th century, and first of all, just look at the size of it. This will have been in a very large church, high up, and people will have seen this from a distance, and it must have been very striking in its original position. We have the four faces of the cherubim, which are described in the vision of Ezekiel, and we have an eagle, an angel, a bull or an ox, here's the bull and the ox, and here's a lion. And as we know, these have come to represent the four evangelists, and the reason historically that the church chose to have four gospels was that each one corresponded to the four evangelists carrying the word of God out to the four corners of the world. And of course that is our hope, to be in heaven with Christ and participating in the beatific vision. And so when we see Christ, we will know him, and everything is revealed, everything is sharply defined. Within the halo itself, what we see are the letters that are equivalent to, in whatever language is used, of I am who I am. In Greek it might be the letters, which I think this is, of he who is, which of course is the same as Yahweh. Always in the icon of Christ, the halo has the cross within it. So if you're ever uncertain as to who the figure is, you shouldn't be really, but if ever you are, and you see that cross in the halo, then you know that you're looking at the figure of Christ.
bene, sì.
Mi ha detto che si chiama la Madonna dell'Umiltà.
Dell'umiltà, credo.
E mi permetta di dire una cosa, ho pensato a lei, tanto umile durante il suo pontificato.
Grazie, che dono.
Ci ha dato tanto
Il
esempio di
significato
umiltà,
profondo.
davvero,
Grazie,
di tenerezza.
Sì, non dimentichiamo. Grazie.
Ho pensato a lei.
E commuove, grazie. Tanto.
Io non conoscevo questa la vocazione della Madonna.
Anche io.